Absolutely. These players are so damn good.
The talent on these teams is undeniable. Everybody on every team right now is making plays.
It's going to be an exciting start to the season, and it'll just get better from here on out.
We're about to step to a whole new era of Overwatch esports. So much exciting action is happening here on CGL that you do not want to miss.
Look who's starting it all off. It's Raven. No one necessarily figure out what is the right way to go just yet.
What a nice roll through him. It's just going to solidify everything within those.
Does come back, and Arsario gets the mech, but I don't need a mech. I'll kill 4 anyway.
This is just a highlight reel for Arsario right now.
They're making a statement in the EU Masters here.
This patch is still incredibly fresh. There's so much to learn, so much to change about the way we play the game.
NKC with the shatter is colossal.
Let's get it going.
Trades keep coming through. Laura is going to be able to find these shots true.
Inu on the overclock with 2.
Here comes an animal immediately goes back like fine skills, slicing and dicing their way through 2, 3, so back and forth.
All right, everyone. Welcome back to the Console Gaming League. My name is Joker's Ransom. That is Chef Billy, and we are here for an NA Console Open Tier matchup for playoffs. Round 1. We've got Red Team versus Loud Gaming.
Yeah, I mean this is looking good. 7-1 going up against 6-2. Loud Gaming did deliver that one loss of the season to Red Team back in week number 3. So, I mean, there's some history here. Of course, we are now at the serious end of business, and perhaps teams will take it a little bit more seriously. But with you talking with Zero, finding out that Zero's not playing and neither is Hopeful,
Yeah.
so there might be something afoot here.
Yeah, this was... I was going into this thinking, you know what, this is probably going to be a 3-1, 3-0 for Red Team. But now without their star DPS lineup, I'm a little bit more concerned. Leo and Mori are coming in and trying to fill the shoes of those two. Rosa, Jacko, and Goldia are still ever present though in the roster though, so there's still a good solid foundation around them in Red Team.
So as long as there isn't a long ass bus ride, looking at you, Rosa, then we should be good to go here. And you know, they got an opponent that they're gonna be facing up here. It's gonna be Loud Gaming coming up next here, and Slowy, Never Dead, Blind, Dasha, and Corono. I mean, they've only had 2 losses on the season, right? And I mean, one of them was up against the Titanics, I think it was, if I remember it correctly. But Slowy, their manager, I haven't seen a lot from them. I remember the picking video. I remember that Zero was very insistent upon picking Loud Gaming. So we'll see how this goes down. This is one of the spicier takes that we had going on. So let's see if Slowy and company can defend their jabs at one of the best teams in console land.
Yeah, so I was looking at how the Loud Gaming got their losses, and actually, they haven't actually lost a game yet. Those were 2 forfeit win losses. So, I mean, say that with as you will, but like, still, technically, I mean, they're 6-2, but they haven't lost a match that they've had to play so far throughout this season. So this is a really good team going into this, and especially against a maybe less than full-powered Red Team, this could be a very big shock win for Loud Gaming. Maybe not a shock to them, but a shock to the CGL community at large.
Well, remember, they've already beaten Red Team this year, and it was an actual played match. So
yeah,
I think the skill gap between where we used to be back like MTT 7, MTT 8, when I was still competing, the difference between then and now, we are much more compressed now. And we're going to see how this Loud Gaming squad comes out. I mean, they appear to be full powered. I was looking at, some of their results and looking at, their lineups and stuff in previous matches. This is their A team. So, I mean, their A team versus maybe a diminished red team could spell some serious fireworks here in the NA console open tier.
Yeah. We do have, I believe, our first map choice of the afternoon, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, we're still waiting for it. Okay. Okay, I thought, then I realized Ilios is not even in the map pool, so I'm like looking at our map or roster. But now we do have the map choice coming in, and it is from our 4 control maps, and we are headed into Nepal.
I like it. I mean, it's 3 completely separate maps. Of course, Village and Shrine play similarly, whereas Sanctum is kind of the fun zone. I mean, the DPS from Red Team, we're going to be kind of putting a microscope to them to see how they weather against the starters from Loud Gaming. We just did, Jeff and I just did some collegiate today. We were seeing a lot of Echo coming out here, going up against a Sojourn and a Tracer. So burst power seems to be kind of looking over the table, looking over, a wall, seeing, hey, I mean, is this actually going to be viable? And we're starting to see it at some of the higher levels of play, is that Echo is actually really damn powerful right now. It has never really been diminished. So we'll start in Nepal. It is a 1st to 3 here until the grand finals. It is a double elimination bracket, so there is lots of room for, to get yourself back up on the horse should you happen to lose a matchup here. And I mean, if Loud Gaming gets this win here today, it's going to set a shockwave. It's going to set a shockwave throughout the entirety of CGL. And we're going to start out today from Nepal on Shrine. And, well, Blind is showing us the Malga. I hope that is not serious, because I will seriously lose my crap. Because Malga, I mean, can play well right now, but not with that backline. You would need the Baptiste to come in with that. But, I mean, Red Team's showing us standard. So I think the big kicker for me, Joshua, is going to be Mori. Mori has to set the tone for this backup DPS squad.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with you there. Interestingly enough, Never Dead is coming out on the Reaper instead of a Sojourn, which is obviously more known. And then obviously the Malga still sticking around without that Baptiste like you were talking about. We'll see how that works for them here, as they're kind of already in a corner trying to go away with that shift ability to go in, but still not finding anything quite just yet. And Blind is just not able to really find the damage that they need to, as Mori is going to be able to take them out of the fight already. And now this is going to allow Red Team to really get more space and allow them to do more things, because they don't have to worry about that ever-present damage. And now Never Dead and Corona falling down, and Goldia getting that late kill on the Dasha.
Yeah, I mean, get off of Malga first of all. I mean, you can't run Malga into freaking Orisa. That's suicide. It's throwing. There's so much sustain and ability to keep yourself in the fight as an Orisa, especially with, you've got the Kiriko there. So I mean, Cleanse will take fire away. You got Swift Step in case they feel like they are threatened down, and Mori already has the Pulse Bomb just about online.
Already having the Pulse Bomb available to go in on it. If they can find a nice stick, that would be a huge opening for Red Team. The dash is going to come in through from Blind into the backline, but there's the Pulse Bomb stick onto Dasha. Able to stay alive for the moment, but the follow-up is still there. Kitsune Rush from Jacko is going to be enough, perhaps, to keep things going their way, especially finding Blind out there with the kunai as Jacko, and that is that. Mori coming alive to their late.
Well, don't worry about that. I mean, now you want to switch? I'm going to go in with a Malga. I'm going to get completely ransacked. Oh, hey, I'm going to do it again because that's the thing I better. No, you're not. You need to switch this last fight, but you're going to go ahead and do it now. So have fun. See if you can flip the point. Yeah,
it's going to be an uphill battle now going into this without because you're not close to your Terror Surge at the moment. And Leo's already found Dasha out of the fight. Pulse Bomb is going to come in. Death Blossom's found Mori. Still, is it going to be enough? There's Terror Surge coming in from Rosa late, and they're going to go down. Never Dead has found another pick, but they are very low. The point is going to flip over at 85% for Red Team, and it looks like Red Team are going to back out.
I don't hate it. I mean, it's exactly what they needed. And oh my goodness, you swap to the Orisa and you have sustain. You have the ability to stay in the fight. Now you've got a Coalescence that's going to be there available to you. So, I mean, you've got everything you need, and that's a huge first pick right out the gate.
Yeah, huge pick. Now they're going on the offensive, looking to take down anyone and everyone. And Goldia is taken down. Corona finding another pick on the Lucio. And, well, keeping things strong for Loud Gaming.
I mean, that's a clean fight, Joshua. I mean, no ultimates used. You build up now almost your Terror Surge. So, I mean, once Terror Surge goes in, it's going to force Suzu, it's going to force Kitsune Rush out from Red Team. And then, you know, you've got your Pulse Bomb. I mean, everything's there for it. Slowy, hello, that's beautiful.
Wow, just a one clip taking down Mori, and then there's just a combination of everything coming to from Loud Gaming, and they're building up percentage. Still a little bit less, but maybe one more fight and they overtake Red Team here.
Completely devalued the Kitsune Rush. I called it coming out. So now you're going to have Terror Surge. You're just about at beat. So, I mean, it's a race to beat right now, basically. Mori, though, is going to be the kicker. See if they can land something with the Pulse Bomb.
Yeah, we saw Pulse Bomb land at Dasha earlier on and take them out of the fight. That could be a huge win con yet again. Pulse Bomb is out and it finds the support. Mori comes in clutch. The point is going to be overtaken by Loud Gaming, but they are just going to reset, and it flips quickly over to Red Team.
Yep, I mean, that's about as clean as you can make it. So it's going to be Terror Surge v Terror Surge. Goldier is actually going to have this, they're going to have beat online to contend with it. I mean, that's a big pick from Leo starting it off.
Big pick on the Never Dead, who's made the swap over to the Soldier, and Terra Surges has come through, and Blind is down. Dasha really closely afterwards as well. Leo's popped the overclock. Sound barrier coming through from Corona, but it's just not going to be enough to deal with the damage. The onslaught from Red Team as they take round number 1.
Hubris will get the best of every single team, especially the higher up in competition you go. I say this about OWCS teams. I say this about collegiate teams at the top of their game. You can't force something when you know that there's something already solidified. It's kind of stamped. I think that Loud Gaming probably wins Shrine if they swap one fight earlier off the Malga. Onto the Orisa. I think they actually would actually have won that. But clutch plays coming from Red Team can never count them out. And I really want to see now, how are they going to deal with Shrine here? Looking for Corona and Goldier to kind of set the tone, see who can control Bridge, and see if it's going to work out here slowly going back now and getting their Tracer out the gate.
Oh my goodness, I thought Blind's Orisa skin was a Reinhardt for a second. I'm like, what the heck is going on? But Mori is going to already start things off and almost finding out Never Dead there. It's a huge plays coming in from Mori already, and well, they are starting to at least fill in the shoes of those that are missing as Rosa takes down Corona. And this should just be the first point going the way of Red Team yet again, with Slowy falling down there in the mid-fight. And, well, they're looking to chase for kills. They might be able to get some late staggers here.
I mean, that's just Mori winning 2 1v1s against Slowy. Slowy just got out mechanic there. And I mean, Mori really did get the pounce on him, so... Now, I mean, it's Jakku. Jakku that's going to have Kitsune Rush just about aligned. Same thing with Dasha. We need to see them work very hard at this. They know he's there, and now we'll see them start to work forward.
Yeah, they have got some things to work with in a few short moments, especially if they can find Rosa out. But both the Orissas are so low. Blind gonna have to just stay a little bit docile, stay away from anything while they get healed back up, as Mori, in the meanwhile, has just taken Slowy down yet again. Now the duel has come out. The Kitsune Rush is going to be used to take Rosa out of the fight. Now this is the go sign in response from Loud Gaming, and they're just pushing all the way out, trying to take out the support line of Red Team, but they just can't do it. Mori is low. Slowy finally getting that revenge kill, and Jakku going down as well, and this should finally be Loud Gaming be able to take some control at this point.
It cost them the Kitsune Rush, though. So now, I mean, Red Team's just going to be able to, regroup as 5 and press into Loud Gaming with their own Kitsune Rush. Good thing, though, is that Kuroda's going to have Sound Barrier up against this Terra Surge coming out from Rosa. There's a lot that they're going to have to deal with.
Terra Surge comes in. Pulse Bomb is stuck on to Rosa. Terra Surge coming in response, and three kills come in from Red Team, and they are going to be able to hold on to this, even though they lost 2 of their own. Leo and Mori going crazy for Red Team right now.
Yeah, I don't think we're missing those DPS.
Yeah, not right now, at least.
We're not missing them right now. I mean, this is control, and you kind of have to throw yourself around the map here. But I mean, Mori is absolutely setting the tone here. I had mentioned it in our opening. Mori needed to set the tone as that Tracer. Well, guess what? They're passing with flying colors. You get my gold star so far.
Yeah, as there's the Kitsune Rush coming in from Jacko to start it off yet again, and there's the pick onto Blind right off the back of it with the help of the rest of their team, and that's just gonna have to be a reset forced. And there's only not 5% to go. Sound Barrier has to be invested, but Corona's taken down. So you get the link touch. Slowy is there, but the overtime bar is ticking over away, and there's no second touch. Red Team take map number 1.
I mean, that is pretty comprehensive coming out from Red Team. I think that they got a little bit, they might have got punched in the mouth a little bit once we did see the swap coming over, but Mori here, woo! I had a fun time. I mean, that's a beautiful pulse going in there and being able to finish up these kills. That's Tracer evasion, and then finishing off. And I mean, that's exactly what we saw from Mori. So we're not missing hopeful right now, or zero. If you are Red Team, Loud Gaming though, I mean, they need to kind of wake up, get some extra gamer fuel into their veins, because they looked a little slow on the uptake. And well, this is what happens. And, maybe a little bit of hubris too, trying to force a Malga into what is a donkey horse meta right now. Yeah, Orisa has been solidified as the tank of the week, at least for right now.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think, like you said, if Loud Gaming swaps to that Orisa one fight after they lose that first fight on Nepal, we might be talking about a different series. So far, we might be headed to a round 3 right now. Instead of which has happened, Red Team has taken map number 1. And now, Loud Gaming have to figure out what map is going to be what map they're going to choose to try to come back into this.
I always love messing with our back with the production staff. They're beautiful people. Oh, thank you, Unfeatured. But still, I mean, coming up next, I mean, our map pool is kind of funny. So I mean, I think that Kings Row, I'm glad that it's not here for us right now. Midtown has become like, I call it the budget Kings Row.
Yeah.
I want to see if that's where we're going to go, because I mean, it plays almost the same way. It's not as claustrophobic until you get into the train station, but there's lots more avenues, and I think that's why I like Midtown a lot more, and it's really grown on me since it's dropped. I want to see how they go down with this, but yeah, I agree, Rhino. I'm bashing my head against a keyboard in my own time, in my head right now. It's been a long couple days. Yeah. Yesterday was a marathon. Yeah, Midtown will be next. Yeah, so that is fantastic. We'll be looking to see basically the same compositions. We may see Sigma come out here. Sigma does play well here, so does Ramatra. But it's all going to come down to how quickly can you burst down an Orisa if that's what Rose is going to keep pumping in here. Can you affect the backline enough with your Tracer player to make them turn their heads? To be able to use your frontline DP or your main DPS in the front to chunk down said Orisa, and we'll see if they're able to do that.
Yeah, we shall definitely see. Hopefully we don't see more Mauga come out from Loud Gaming here. Like you said, Sigma might work, Ramatra could work as well. I think it really just depends on how they want to attack this. Because they did eventually swap over to the Kiriko, which was good. I mean, they started out on the Moira on that first round, which, like you said, why are you running Moira with Mauga?
Yeah, you needed the Baptiste.
Yeah,
right.
You
needed the Baptiste if you're going to run the Mauga just for the immortality, just because. I mean, everybody can turn it and hit that mountain of a tank player. I mean, you're catching strays when you don't even need it to be catching strays. Yeah. But I actually like Dasha's Moira. The burst healing was there. I actually enjoyed it. I wish they would have stayed on that instead of going to the Kiriko. But as it stands, you know, they swapped in. It's okay. So Red Team will be attacking first. Let's take a look at what Loud Gaming is going to have coming out here. I mentioned it before. Sigma is pretty damn good here. Yeah. And so we're going to see that. I like Never Dead going over to Cassidy. Cassidy is really another one of those heroes that's starting to come out.
Yeah.
The magnetic grenade is so important if you can land them in keeping a Tracer in check and keeping a Kiriko in check.
Yeah, Yari's coming out as well from Dasha here in
Wait, what?
Which I know, I believe, did get a little bit of a nerf or buff recently, so maybe that's why we're seeing it here. Maybe a little bit extra damage to come in from that support line, but well, with the healing pylon no longer in session, this is a little bit more difficult. You don't have that healing, consistent healing any longer for the moment, at least. But right now, Red Team is currently in the, I believe is that the hotel or is that the? That doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. What does matter is the fight is breaking out, and Red Team has already put Loud Gaming on the back foot, and Blind going down pretty much solidifies it all. Now with all the late kills coming in from Red Team, point one is going to go their way.
Yes, it most certainly is, and bye-bye Dasha. I mean,
yeah.
There's some questionable hero choices, but there's decisions have been made by Loud Gaming, and this is the second one that's kind of a head-scratcher to me. You've got the Baptiste, right? So why not the Lucio? Or, you know, why not the Kiriko even? I mean, Kiriko kind of slaps. You know, really focused burst healing, considering Rush, of course, is so good. But, I mean, Captain Sun can get eaten, can be completely devalued by Bolso. He can be devalued by V-Trump as well.
Sune Rush coming in from Jacko to start it off. Terra Surge coming through as well. Only gonna find the healing pylon. As Rosa's still going aggro. Gonna be getting some healing though, so they're staying alive, and picks just keep coming the way of Red Team as Jacko finds two. Now make it three for the Kiriko of Red Team. Can they keep it up now? Goldia is gonna take down Slowy there as Red Team keep pushing forward.
I mean, I like where the Amp Matrix came in. And they actually had Rosa dead to rise, but once again, it's the amp. It's the speed disengage as well. Once they, they got low, they just amp speed, got the heck out of dodge.
Yeah.
Now, we're going to see what they got. That's
Flux doesn't find anything? I thought we got the Flux animation through. I don't know.
Suzu.
Okay. That makes sense. Suzu away, so no Gravitic Flux to open things up for Loud Gaming. And now they have to deal with the overclock, but Mori's already been taken down by Never Dead and Dasha. This could be a little nice opening for Loud Gaming to really try to stake their claim on this defense, which they have not been able to do so far. And it looks like Red Team are just giving up the space to Loud Gaming for the moment. And, well, losing Rosa as well, not what you wanted to see.
No, it's not at all. What? What a grenade! Hello? Okay. I mean, good stuff there. Goldie is going to be able to get out. Oh my God, Jacko's going crazy.
There's no way, right? There's no way they're going to come back after they lost Rosa to take this fight, right? That just couldn't be possible. As Jacko's just continuously been landing these kunais at everyone's head. No one's been able to stay in any sight lines right now. As the Kitsune rushes back online, Captive's Sun has come out, but it's only going to connect to Leo. Sound Bearer's coming in from Goldia as well. They've got the Terra Surge if they so want to use it, and there it comes online, taking Dasha outline quickly afterwards. The overclock coming in from Never Dead is just not going to be enough to change the tide of this fight as Rosa is charging down the enemy team.
I mean, they are taking this about as seriously as you would ever have wanted. And Red Team is on a roll right now. 4 minutes as we enter into the train station. Kind of expensive. 3 ultimates into that fight, but they wanted to make sure they got it done. Dasha's now on to the Zenyatta. And I mean, they've got a Deadeye. They've got a window ready to go. That could be a nice combo coming through. Blind over to the Orisa. So Rosa swapping with them, saying, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and take yours now.
Yeah. And Goldia also picking up the ER going into the final stages of Midtown here. But we'll see. I mean, Blind is just kind of taking all the space that they can at this moment. Deadeye coming through, but they're all in that room for the moment. Mori in the back line, though, looking for an assassination, and Blind is very low. Bomb stuck! Takes down 2! Mori from the top ropes! And now the rest of Red Team can collapse on the remaining members of Loud Gaming. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Billy, what a play.
Mori, you devil. I love it when you do that stuff. I mean, they're playing it absolutely perfectly. They're doing that annoyance factor, which I love to see. And now slowly going to bring back out their own Tracer once again just to get some touches in.
And Mori's now made the swap over to the Widowmaker. Let's see what they can do now. I mean, goodness gracious, they've just been on another level right now. Overclock coming in from Leo, and Mori's already found Slowy down. There's the Captive Sun taking down the support. And that is that, Billy. There's just no coming back from that. As the Red Team complete all 3 points.
219 is in the bank, Joshua. 219. That is a gargantuan number when we think about Midtown. So, Loud Gaming, I hope you guys had your Wheaties, because you're gonna need every single ounce of protein and energy coming in here. I hope you got your pre-workout too, because you're gonna have to do some serious lifting here to get yourself anywhere near that 219 bank. And the way that Red Team is playing right now, Joshua, I don't know if that's possible. Leo and Mori have combined to really, shore up, the missing players from Red Team. But Jacko is an absolute ninja on the Kiriko. And Goldie, I mean, what else can you say? Headrammer would be proud. Headrammer would be proud.
He would. He would indeed. I'm interested to see continuously going forward. I mean, now they've made their swaps back over to that bog standard composition that we're seeing throughout OWCS right now with for their defense. Loud Gaming, though, interestingly enough, obviously there is still time to make some swaps, but right now the Junker Queen currently being toyed with.
I don't hate this. Now, see, this I could actually get behind. You target somebody with Gracie, you get him pulled in. Even if it gets canceled out by Suzu, that's still a massive cooldown taken off the fight or taken off the board, and you get a chance to push in behind it. So I mean, I don't hate this at all.
I don't either, but Mori just putting on a show, continuing the dominant fashion we saw in their attack, and a nice javelin spear coming in from Rosa, almost pixel perfect to go in here. Now the rotation is going to come in from Loud Gaming, looking to rotate into the fire station, or maybe just rotate back onto him, but Slowy's been caught out there by Leo. And now the collapse comes in from the rest of Red Team on the remaining members. Rosa finding 2, Leo finds another one, and well, Red Team are holding strong on this defensive first point so far.
They are just playing with their food. They deliberately left Never Dead alive a little bit longer to make that respawn come out a little bit faster. And I mean, Slowy and company, they're playing fast. And I mean, they're not a full 5 right now. Neither are Red Team. So I mean, they're obviously thinking that this is a chance for them to get in there and get some work done.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to give them a little bit of point while it waited for Leo to get back. Maybe not. They are going to get there before the point is unlocked for at least that first third of it. Now Mori gonna have to back up for a moment. Another nice javelin coming in. Never Dead is so low. Jagged Blade does connect though onto Rosa, but the Kitsune Rush going directly into the fire station is gonna really wreck some havoc as they are gonna already take Never Dead down. And well, they're just awaiting their time, using their own Kitsune Rush to try to come out of this this fire station. They are able to find Mori out. The damage is still being done onto Loud Gaming right now, but maybe not any longer as Leo and Mori are out of this fight. Rosa's still there though, alive and kicking, looking for some more damage as they are going to pause it up because we have a DC from Mori, which I did see. I think I did see the precursors to it because we saw Mori kind of running into a wall there when they died.
Yeah, it was right outside the fire station. Kind of looked like they were like mid dash.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I mean, unfortunate for them to get the DC there, but a good thing that we've got the pause technology that just stops it when somebody does disconnect from the lobby. I mean, you know, the Kitsune Rush that came out there from Loud Gaming, absolutely beautiful. We're starting to see Blind land Gracie a lot more often, getting the axe through as well. I mean, the combos are starting to kind of warm up there. Like I said, I don't hate the Junker Queen going into an Orisa because you do have the ability to kind of section people off, pull people out of their little cocoons that they're trying to preside in. So, I mean, what we're looking for now, we're going to look to see if they can get this Rampage off. Yeah. They've got what I think almost 2 ticks to go. Yeah, they're going to get. They haven't actually got the first tick. Never mind. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they, which was huge because it looked like they were going through previously. Now they have the first tick, and Goldia is going to go down. Overclock is going to come in though from Leo, coming back from spawn. Rampage is there though, but they might have overdone it. No, the peel coming in from Corona, keeping them alive, keeping them at bay. Leo goes down, and now the point might just be going the way of Loud Gaming as they're just going to give it up.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunate with the reset to Mori's ultimate economy there. But I mean, Rosa, you know, they had the pursuit, but like you said, Corona, beautiful peel for Blind, and well, they get the value out of it.
They definitely do. They definitely do indeed. And now, things are looking a little bit better for Loud Gaming, but they've got to keep stringing these fight wins together, or, well, things aren't going to go their way. That's just the name of the game.
Well, I mean, they're looking for, you know, the pull Gracie through it. Oh my God! Just say goodbye. Say goodbye.
Oh my goodness! Slowy going down. The Terra Surge reigns true yet again for Rosa, and the cleanup kills coming in. They might even be able to get out blind late, and they do.
I mean, that is aggression, and that's what really Season 9 started really showing us is that, you know, be bold. Use your cooldowns to engage. You don't always have to use that speed to disengage. You can get in there, and we just saw Goldie do that. They amped the speed getting into them and really took it to them, and now, I mean, the staggers are good. The time bank is starting to dwindle, and now they've got high ground control once again.
Yeah, Slowly got stunned up there yet again. These javelin throws from Rosa have just been on point throughout this series so far. Kitsune Rush gonna come in from Dasha, and Leo gonna get caught out early on, and now the go sign is going in for Loud Gaming, and now they can put and look to keep things going, and Rosa is taken out of the fight, and that should be that with Blind wrapping out Jacko.
I mean, I like that they're getting the pursuit as well and forcing the members of Red Team into small areas where that axe throw or that axe swing can actually get a lot of value. I mean, Pulse Bomb is just about online going to take this fight.
Pulse Bomb available for Mori, and Slowly's already taken down by the overclock from Leo. Now they can just go chasing, go hunting for some kills onto Loud Gaming. And now, well, yeah, they do that with the Battle Horse at the front, finding 2 picks of their own. Pulse Bomb going to be invested by Never Dead, though, not going to be able to find anything.
Rosa's just kind of standing up here, observing all the carnage going on, having a very wonderful time, thank you very much. Just waiting to make sure that nobody tries to get a little cheeky back cap going on. But, I mean, double support ultimate's ready to go for Red Team. This is going to be very difficult for Loud Game to get on, but they do have a Rampage at their back.
And Slowly's going to take Mori out. Rampage comes in, only connects to Rosa, though, so this isn't as good as the one before. There's still an opportunity for Red Team to hold on to this, especially with Corona going down in the midst of their beat. The Ajax comes through. This is disastrous for Loud Gaming. Now Red Team look to clean it all up. The Battle Horse continues to ride as Rosa just demolishes everything on the side of Loud Gaming.
I mean, what a perfectly timed ultimate into that. That is just disgusting. It's rude. It's mean. And you get the Ajax into it. 15 seconds to touch. You've got an overclock from Slowly versus this Pulse Bomb coming from Mori.
Finding Leo out could be huge, though. There was oh, wow. Rosa again, just finding a pick when they needed it. The Pulse Bomb goes on to Slowly. There's no ultimate on the board. Dasha is trying to build up to this Kitsune Rush somehow, some way, but it's just not going to come online in time. The overtime bar ticking so ever slowly away as Red Team take map number 2.
And pretty comprehensively as well. And I mean, the Junker Queen actually looked really good from Loud Gaming. I got to give them credit where credit's due. I mean, they definitely made it a lot more interesting. I guess they don't like playing Orisa. I'm not sure what it is, but man, Rosa, this is where everything happened, and I just absolutely crushing what was going on there. And this is exactly what we're talking about. We're talking about, you know, professionalism. We're talking about excellence. We're talking about superior play. And that's kind of what we're seeing here coming from this Red Team. Reminder, Leo and Zero are not playing. And we have to speak. This is backup DPS squad, and they are just absolutely freaking owning right now. I'm so impressed.
Like, this could be these two could be starting DPS on any of the console teams, right? Like, yeah. And they're just the backups for Zero and Hopeful. It's just crazy to me. I mean, that's just a depth of talent. That's an embarrassment of riches for Red Team right now. As yeah, we're gonna head to a short little break. Loud Gaming have to get some mentals reset, or they're gonna go down 3-0 right after this break. All right, everyone, welcome back. We are ready to head into our next map, our map type, which will be Flashpoint. And interestingly enough, Loud Gaming has thrown us a curveball. We aren't going to Saravasa here, Billy. We're headed to the background of the stream right now. We're headed to New Junk City.
Okay, this. I mean, you have to figure out something, and you don't want to keep kind of going down the same vein as we've been going so far. So I don't hate this. Still looking for some kind of spark of life here. We've seen some good fights. Blind is kind of getting tank diff right now. The rampages were good though, but I mean, Rosa's just on a different level today. And then, we talked about it once, we'll talk about it again. We've got 2 backup DPS here for Red Team, and they are kind of going crazy with it. So we will see what Loud Gaming can do here in the Junker Queen's home, because they are facing match point and a trip down to the lower bracket.
Which again, there could still be a lower bracket run. We've seen glimpses from this Loud Gaming squad that could show us a decent run from in that lower bracket. They just gotta keep bottle those couple of fights that we saw during those Kitsune rushes that on Midtown specifically, and bottle that and keep that going forward. Especially if they lose this first map or this map here, because then the series is over. They can't really come back anymore. But yeah, New Junk City coming in. I'm interested to see. Obviously, I think we're going to be sticking with these Orisa comps, but we could see some differences coming in, at least from the side of Loud Gaming, because they have made a sub. Dasha is coming out and Rodrix is coming in.
Nothing else changing up here, Joshua. So, looks like Never Dead's going over to the deep or to the support role. So that's another wrinkle. So, Dasha being taken out from the support and just put on the bench, and now we're gonna have this coming in here from Never Dead. We'll see how good their Kiriko is. They were landing some good shots. So I mean, the aim should be there, so the kunai should be landing very nicely. But we'll be heading towards Arena here for our first Flashpoint and see, does Loud Gaming have anything back?
You know what? We'll find out here in a short moment. Slowly is going to get a little late to the party because they did make that swap back over to the Tracer. But now everything is clashing on this first point of New Junk City. Is the arena, and blind is so low. Rockets though is going to take Leo out early on in this though. But the point is being propped up by Red Team. They are going to get the rotation onto the point and take that away from him. Still, there is an opportunity, especially if a pick can come in from Red Team, to turn the tide of this into their favor. But it is still being propped up by Loud Gaming, and they might be able to. No, they're not going to get it quite just yet. Still the fight breaking out, and still nothing really quite doing. Suzu out from Never Dead there to try to keep some damage off of Blind for the moment, and the point is finally captured up by Loud Gaming, but maybe for not very long, because Mori has found Rodrix out. Another nice javelin coming in. There's the Kitsune rush coming through. Terra Surge out though, and a lot of damage is coming off the back of it. Rosa is very low, but staying alive, and Red Team take the point back.
I mean, that Terra Surge was everything. and then some more on the side. And it just cost them that one ultimate to win the fight out. That's a hell of a shot. Bye-bye, Rodrix. You made a very nice debut here in our playoff match, but now you have been dotted between the eyes with Leo. And, man, you're going to have Overclock ready to go. I mean, a 4-pack ready here for Red Team as they defend the point and close it on the 50% mark.
Yeah, already up to 50% on the board here. Might only get one good fight left into this, and they're walking into a boatload of ultimates from Red Team. Can they figure it out? Mori's looking for someone, anyone in the back line, and now the Swift Step's gone. Could be a perfect opportunity to take Never Dead out of it with the Pulse Bomb, but still just waiting it out, waiting ever so slowly as well. Still looking for a pick from slowly. Perhaps the Pulse Bomb is going to come out. The Sound Barrier invested in Mori very low. Terra Surge not going to find anything from Blind, as Blind might be getting caught out, and they do. Mori was taken down as well, but it might just not matter. But the pick still coming the way from Red Team as Leo finds 2, looking for more, looking for, and they find Corono as well. The 10-player kill streak coming in for Leo.
So hopeful who? Zero who? I say that in jest.
Yeah.
Because there's really no replacing that. But come on, I mean, this is a tour de force from these 2 bench players that don't necessarily see a lot of playing time.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, they've just been every bit as impressive as Leo and Zero really have been in the past. But we'll see. I mean, right now, the Terra Surge is going to come in from Rosa and will help Never Dead go down thanks to Mori. And there's another pick coming in on to Rodrix from said Tracer player of Red Team. They are going to get this thing procced up, and Blind is going to find 2. But again, I think it's just not going to be enough because Mori finds another 2 picks.
I mean, once again, it's Jacko here on the Kiriko. That's getting so much work done with those kunai, and I mean the burst healing coming from the Afida. The Suzus have been absolutely perfect. Not much I can really grade against this Red Team right now. I just want to see more of this. This is beautiful Overwatch that we're seeing right now.
It really is. It really is so well organized. This has been so far. And the Javelin finds Rodrix again. Rosa just going all in. There is no backwards pedaling from Rosa right now. Just all forward, all gas, no brakes.
I mean, that was a bit of an overcommittal. I will say that. That's 3 ultimates into that fight. They could have kept the Pulse Bomb.
Yeah.
But I mean, Mori's been generating them so fast, I don't really think it matters. I think you put the Casino Rush out there just to get Rosa closer to another Terra Surge. But they don't have Beat online, and Blind does have their Terra Surge. So this should be a flip here, as long as Loud Gaming can continue to clean on the back of him.
Yeah, definitely in point almost flipping over already. This is last fight territory if Loud Gaming cannot find the fight win. And they take Goldia out before they can build up to that Sound Barrier. This is a perfect fight coming in from Loud Gaming when they needed it most. And, well, now they have to hold for a little bit longer here.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what they needed. They, did the whole order of operations just the right way. So now, the good thing is that they actually held on to Kitsune Rush, so that's a really good deterrent to keep Red Team off of this point. But Sound Barrier is just about online. I think Rosa's going to get very aggressive with this next Terra Surge.
I'd have to agree with you there, Billy. Rosa has just been on a level when they can get aggressive, and well, they have to play a little bit more slowly with that Kitsune Rush coming in. Sound Barrier there though from Goldia allows them to push in. There's the Terra Surge out, not gonna find the kill, but a damage has been done as Rodrix and now Corona have been felled, and that should be the point going the way of Red Team with the kills all cleaning up.
Yep, it's just a matter of time here. They're to flip overwards. I mean, in Never Dead getting killed like that. Yep, that's all good and done. And now we're going to see, where do we go next? Well, Junkyard's going to be where we go next.
Junkyard could possibly be the last flashpoint of the evening now. Actually night, depending on where you are. Really. And I know it is night for a couple of these players on Red Team because they are, in fact, British. And they are playing on ping, like Mori, by the way. It's just even more impressive when you think about it. But right now the flashpoint has been unlocked, but no one has come in quite just yet as Rosa and Mori combine yet again. His blinds made the swap over to Mauga.
Oh my lord, that's just dirty. I mean, one of the few areas in this map that you can actually get an environmental kill, and they do it very nicely. I mean, you brought the Bastion. Now for Broderick, so you've got the Mauga. So, I mean, I see what you're trying to do here. Put him on fire, force out a lot of cooldowns, and then just go in and beat him down dead with the Bastion. But Rosa manages the cooldowns so well. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, now, Slowy's going to be able to take down Moira. So this is definitely a good entry pick for Loud Gaming to go in, but they're going to be stunned up for the moment, and Leo's able to find a rail shot onto Slowy, but Rosa getting caught out there, and this is perfect for Loud Gaming. They're going to be able to take the point, and Red Team's running for the hills.
Yep, but I mean, we'll see if there's going to be any kind of changes coming through here. I think that you just need to kind of section off the Bastion, keep him out of LOS of his supports. And that's a good way to go. But, I mean, you're going to force out both the support ultimates here when you come in with Rosa's Terror Surge. Leo might be able to do something on the back of that.
Definitely. Point being forced by Mori for the moment. So now they're going to have to make that rotation away from that high ground, back towards the low ground and into the line of fire. But the Kitsune Rush coming in from Never Dead and the Sound Bears coming in from both of the Lucios. Trying to chase down Rosa is blind, but the Terror Surge coming in, as well as the cage fight, but they're going to just invest so much to take down the caged Mauga. And wow, Leo just goes crazy there late after they invest that overclock.
I mean, they put 4 ultimates into that fight.
Yeah.
Let's just be honest. And I mean, well, actually, they put in the entire sink. I started off with the pulse bomb and ended with an Overwatch. Oh my god. Me too, Rosa, me too.
That's Overwatch, Billy. As now, the artillery strike gonna come in, and Leo gets caught out. But now they have to play perfectly, or they will lose this map and the series. And well, they've gotten the picks they need. Rosa and Goldie are down. Overtime is no longer going to be a problem as Loud Gaming capture it back.
Yeah, I mean, you get the artillery strike, you get the cage fight. I mean, everything that Loud Gaming needed to do with this, they do it and they get it done. So I mean, they'll finally get a point on the board here in the Flashpoint map. But now, looks like we're heading towards the refinery.
Yeah.
And I mean, you've got Pulse Bomb ready to go. You're going to have both your support ultimates coming up relatively quickly, considering how well they've been watching it. I mean, Leo just dots slowly once again.
Yeah, and we're going to take a fight here at the arena before anything goes as Leo finds another headshot onto Never Dead. And now things are just going to clean up quickly for Red Team as they're going to freely waltz to the refinery.
Well, I mean, this is going to be easy control right now. And I mean, basically, you know, you've lapped now Never Dead in the Kitsune Rush department. Kurono doing what they can. But I mean, you've got a Pulse Bomb, sneaky time here for them. See if they can catch somebody on the approach in.
Oh, they might have found Golia out, though. The Pulse Bomb is there from Mori. Not going to find anyone. Terror Surge comes through, stuck onto Rosa is going to find them, but it's just not going to find anyone else because, well, Leo and Mori are just going crazy.
I mean, I can't, there's not enough adjectives now.
Yeah.
There's not enough adjectives for me to describe what they're doing, other than they're just completely freaking owning right now. And now Overclock and a sound barrier ready to go. Mori will have probably another Pulse Bomb to go into their next fight, but they, I mean, Slowy's just getting marked out. That is just wrong.
That's just crazy good plays coming in from Warrior, Leo, and everyone on a red team right now. As they are going to invest Sound Bear, they are going to invest Kitsune Rush. Cage Fight coming in as well, and they might finally take Jacko out, but that's the only pick they find with the Cage Fight. And now the Pulse Bomb coming in on to Blind might just take everything going, but maybe not. The point flipped over to Loud Gaming in the midst of all that, but Mori's still alive, and now Rodrix is down. The picks just might keep coming the way of Red Team, with Goldia finding Corona out of the fight. Is slowly left, and they're now gone. They're quickly gone, and the point is flipped over. They are going to get a late touch, perhaps, maybe not, thanks to the boop, and Red Team take the map. And now the series in a 3-0 fashion.
I mean, bravo to Red Team. No hopeful, no zero. Rosa playing out of their freaking mind, and then the 2-star bench players coming in and just having their way with Loud Gaming. I mean, now you see why Zero picked Loud Gaming. I mean, it comes to full fruition. They called it a 3-0. They said it wouldn't be close. Well, that's exactly what happened.
That's just great stuff. I mean, like I said before, I mean, we weren't sure about Mori or Leo before this series happened. I was questioning my decision on the 3-0, 3-1 for Red Team, but then even the first round happened, and all of that worry kind of just went out of my head. And I mean, I said it before, and I'll say it again. It's an embarrassment of riches for this Red Team. For Red Team, they have 4 DPS players that can take over games.
You know what? It doesn't matter what the regular season happens. It doesn't matter, especially with teams like Short Bus, with Blue Team, with Red Team. It doesn't matter. What matters is when it's down to the playoffs. We're talking about playoffs, man. Playoffs. That's where we're at right now.
We ain't talking about
talking about a game. We're talking about the playoffs. I was alive when that came out, Joshua. So when Allen Iverson said that,
I was alive too. I was just.
Are you sure?
Maybe 2 years old. Let's see.
Yeah, you're a baby. I was a full ass adult when that came out. So you know, I remember it very well, like it was almost yesterday. But still, Red Team. I mean, you know what? They show up when it matters the most, and they get it done, even with 2 substitutes. If I have to give a player of the game, I'm giving it to Mori, to be quite honest. Mori was really impressive on that Tracer, marking Slowy on the sides. I mean, you know, what was more like 80% first picks came from Mori, and a lot of them were onto their mirror in Slowy. So, I mean, they absolutely owned the day.
All right, Billy, I will say I was 2 years old when that was happening. So.
Okay. Overwatch Grandpa here. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you all for watching. This has been me, Joker's Ransom, him, Grandpa Billy, and Rhino Vod, and Unfeatured on the production. And thank you all for watching wherever you are in the world. Have a wonderful rest of your day.
And I go.
I've just been in a very bad mood for 40 years. 40 years.
Carpe diem. Carpe diem.